I've long been a proponent of the concept of advocating for others. What this means is that it's a much stronger message if someone from outside your cohort group is advocating for members of your cohort group. That is, whites advocating for blacks, straights advocating for LGBT, men advocating for women. Those are the kinds of things that really gain gravity for injustices and discrimination when you hear it from the voice of someone who is not a part of the affected group. I was just struck by an interview with Rex Chapman, who is one of the long line of basketball legends out of Kentucky. He grew up on the streets of Owensboro. He played at UK. He went to the pros. He ran into some hard times. And he related a story when he was about 15 years old. He said he just got off the basketball court competing with a mixed group. And an older gentleman walked up to him and says, "Man, I really enjoy watching you play ball. You're just as good as those, quote unquote," and he didn't use this word, "you're just as good as those black players." He says, "And lucky you still get to be white." That stuck with Rex. What I was most touched by was the fact that Rex now is coming out of the closet and saying what he knows to be true, that racism and discrimination is just a fact of life. What we are doing now is making sure that that fact of life is being turned into a problem. And what do I mean by that? Facts of life are stuff that you just got to live with. A problem has a solution. We're moving into a new phase of Americanism. We're moving to a phase where now we all have to recognize that our primary cohort group is as humans and as Americans, not necessarily as black or white Americans, but as Americans. When we make that move, we still have to maintain the idea of advocating for others, which, by the way, means that blacks have to also advocate for whites. This is Jim Rodgers, your diversity coach, with my moment.